Hello, hello, hi all. This is day three of Geeks for Geeks 160 challenge, where I solve a DSA question every day. And today we have reverse an array. You are given an array of integers, and your task is to reverse the array. Note, modify the array in place. Okay, so let's say you're given an array of non-negative integers. Well, it doesn't really matter if it's negative or non-negative, and you have to reverse the input, and after reversing the input, the first element goes to the last position, second element goes to the second last position, and so on. Okay, and yet again we have to do it using a dynamic array. And that is just wonderful. I'm going to start off with code blocks. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me explain my approach first. A very simple question. It's a very simple question. Here's an array. One, two, three, four. You got one, two, four, six, eight. Right? So this is zero, one, two, three, four. Uh, okay. So we're gonna have a pointer over here. I'm gonna call it I. Have another pointer over here. Have another pointer over here. Call it J. Gonna traverse this from front to back and traverse this from back to front. And when it we okay, traverse this from front to back, traverse this from back to front, and I'm gonna keep swapping these elements until until both your pointers are pointing to the middle element, right? Yeah, so let's try to figure that out. Of course, we're going to start off in sorry, simple C. So, let's see H. I did my homework this time. I remember how to write a swap function. Right. Swap int comma int b int temp equals to a A equals to B. See, this is some simple stuff. I can't believe I forgot to do this yesterday. How to do yesterday, anyways. Let me save it so that I can get my good hold. Sorry, reverse and array. See, this colorful notation helps me identify what I'm doing. Void reverse array and R. Right. Okay. Okay. So let us start off by determining the size because this is in case of array with even number of elements. Say we have say we have an array that has an odd number of elements. No, that was sorry. That was for an array with an odd number of elements. Say we have an array with an even number of elements. So I'm gonna add one more over here. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I points to 0, J points to 5. This is going to be traversed back to front. This is going to be traversed front to back. But I have to stop at some point, right? So I will have to determine that So in case of an odd array, I can just stop when both the pointers point to the same thing. In case of an even number of elements in the array, much easier to do in C++ when you have a function that is meant to determine the number of elements in your array. Okay. Um, Front to back, back to front. Okay, so if the elements of the array are even, we will have to swap until the pointers pass through each other, right? So let's try to first up. Let me determine the size. For I equal 0, I is less than size, I plus plus, j is equal to size minus 1. J is greater than 0, right? Because we want our pointer to go, no, J, I, okay, no. So we want our pointers to, we want I to go from back to front and we want J to go from front to back. So as long as I is less than size, it will keep going forward. And as long as J is greater than or equal to 0, it will go from front to back. So it will stop at 0. But we don't necessarily need that condition. We have to stop them if they point to the same element, or if they point to the same element, or if they cross each other. That's so we will have to write a logic to determine that. Let's try a blind run first. Swap A of I. Now this is a stupid. It's not stupid. It's a blind run. Okay, keep swapping them until you both are traversing. Um, Keep swapping them until both of them are traversing. Okay. Now what's next? If no. If that is not true, because what if both the elements? What if yeah, that's not correct. If I is equal to j, right? Else if to determine if they have crossed each other. Oh, bro, that is yeah. This is not necessarily the perfect, but let's see. Else if j is if I is greater than j, return. So this is the condition to determine if they've crossed each other, and this is the condition to determine if they both point to the same element. I'm not sure if this will run, but see, maybe, right? What is this for? Oh, this is a I'll do that. I might just draw it in two arrays, you know. Right. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, I thought I was muted the entire time. I got scared. Mm, uh, delivers. Mm-hmm. Keyword keeps getting disconnected. Oh, by the way, I'm not using this one. I'm using this one. This is for my. I'm gonna play call after this. So, R was array print R1 only let it. Okay, printf. Mm-hmm. I am having trouble with this keyboard. Not gonna lie, it's super clunky, but it works. So don't. If it ain't broken, fix it. Right? Version. Copy that. This is really bad for the space complexity because I'm just using multiple pointers. Mm, okay. Int mm, must have int. No, no, no. That's not true. Yeah, you're right. Six errors. Wow. Okay, I wrote this function. I mean, I wrote the print logic wrong. Let me fix this. Do you mean size underscore t? Yeah, I didn't really give it any good reason. You know what? This is. Mm, where did I go wrong? Script before. So it's dirty code. Oh, see, syntax. It's the tax you give when you go to church. I don't go to church. Invalid type of unary has int. Okay, yeah, obviously the argument that passed over here is this one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That didn't really work. Huh. Okay. cleaner print logic. Did not work. Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, obviously, you're replacing the elements themselves. If I equal to j, return if j is less than I, return. I is 0, I is less than size, keep increasing it, j is size minus 1, j is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, yep, it returned. What exit work over here? Okay, you're passing your array over here, you're determining the size over here. I'm putting an I at the 0th element, like I said, and as long as I is less than size, which is as long as I is less than 6, I plus plus, it keeps getting so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I goes to 6 and it stops. As long as j is equal to size minus 1, 6 minus 1 is okay, j is at 5. As long as j is greater than or equal to 0, you keep it decreasing j. You know, you I need that inside the loop because j is less than I. Hmm. J is less than I. Yes, j is I is greater than j. Swap array I and swap array j. Gonna It feels like cheating. Let me ask. Okay, so let me see if my logic is correct. Because arrays past tick points. You see, this is the issue I had yesterday. When array is passed to a function in C++, it decays to a pointer. The nested loops are unnecessary and inefficient. The swapping logic will swap elements multiple times. Oh, wow. See, it's a void point. I'm trying to return it. This is not actually necessary. You don't need that. Let me redo this. Yeah, this is very efficient. Instead of having a second pointer, you just calculate the position of j relative to the first pointer. But see, I don't like the fact that you have to pass the size as a parameter. The user is not that smart. He's not going to necessarily give you the size. The user should not have to give you the size. It's not good design. As long as I is less than size by two. Oh, see, this is a very efficient way to do so. My swap logic is correct. Yeah, it was. So, is there no way to? It would work in C++ though. Hold on. Let me write this in. Let me write the whole thing in C++. I, I, I'm not necessarily wrong. Hold on. Let me just check something. Um, and then printf. Which is a non-class type int. 6 warnings. CR is not a number of. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I don't need to see iOS man. I know how it works. Right, code Raman. Hey, valid operations type input. Valid conversion from int to int swap. But I don't get it. I'm gonna ask my good old buddy once again. What? What happened? Oh shit! Not a good day. Not a good day at all. But hey, we're gonna pull through no matter what. What's wrong, man? You can't handle. You reverse array function. You're trying to use as a C++, but arrays in C++ don't have. I need a dynamic array. I need a dynamic array. Mhm. Let's start writing the damn thing. Hmm. I don't want to pass the size as a argument because that's not good design. You should not have to pass the size. Standard vector int. So if it works here, why doesn't it work in my code? Hmm. Yep. 517 is one. Yeah, that should work. That's the reverse function. Wait, let me test run this. Is this object? Is this an object? Yes. Good. Your printer. Look how stupid that is. Okay, I don't need this. Anyways. How is it doing it? Tell me that. Oh, you just did taking the size. You just told me that it would decay to a pointer. Okay, no, no, no. My blood pressure is rising. 12 bloody errors. I need to calm down. I need to calm down, seriously. I just declared it. It's over here. What do you mean? What did you pass? What did you pass? What did you pass through, GP bro? What did you pass? Look at what you're passing. Okay. One lowercase r. It's not fair. I've cheated. We'll get better tomorrow. See you next time, guys. Peace.